Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Color here, and it feels back. It feels good to be back. I think this is like the third video of me basically like giving up with something on Wizard, and I don't know. I feel like I'm on this train, like I'm on this big train, and every time I try to make a stop, it seems like another train is there. And it's like, if I really want to find happiness with this game, I really gotta get past those stops, like those train stops, and just try and take the one train that will leave me to happiness. And, dude, we did the live stream last night, by the way. Go check it on my YouTube channel and Twitch. We did a live stream last night, and we were in one of the dungeons. Now, this dungeon is called Beast Moon Fight Club. Now, Beast Moon Fight Club is located in Imperia. It's a side quest that not that many people can do, just for the severity of how difficult it is. Now, you get badges for doing it. I got the Fight for Your Right. That one's pretty good. Let the Beast drop. You don't really have to do it 100 times, but if you want to, I think you would get, like, the Badge of Ill. So that one's really rare to get. But the main problem I had was that I kind of just shredded through, like, two really good minions. So right here, instead of Agneta, it was Gallon. And then over here, it was actually Yevgeny. Now, surprisingly, I had enough Von Shane animus, so I made a monster card for that. But I don't know, man. Last night kind of made me mad. So basically, I go into this battle. It's me, it's a balance wizard, it's a death wizard, and a fire wizard. Fire wizard didn't have any decent stats. He had like 8% increase with the accuracy. That means he was fizzling most of his fire spells, so that was fun. He also had low resist and just low damage and just, low critical, so that was a little frustrating. We had a death wizard that obviously didn't do anything, and then we also had a balance wizard that also didn't do anything. And I felt bad for the balance wizard because the balance wizard really wanted to do this quest or something like that. Now, there's a side quest. This isn't part of any main quest. This is just a side quest. You don't even have to do it. But again, you kind of want to get those bragging rights. I can't even talk right now, but you really want to get those bragging rights of actually doing the quest. And some people are completionists. There's people out there that want to do every single side quest in the game. So I felt bad. I used about 2 monstrosity minions, which I gave him one of the monstrosity minions, and then I summoned mine in. We still lost because that boss battle in particular, with the bosses that cheat a lot, it can get really frustrating at sometimes. And so, like, that kind of really opened up my eyes a little bit after losing those 2 really good minions. Because Gallon is not easy to get. Like, solo wise, like, he is not that fun. Like, I would actually have to solo heal. Where's my monster thing? I would actually have to solo heal most of the time, but here's Gallon. But he's not too hard to the point. It's just a little annoying. There's actually some other bosses that are like super annoying. But overall, though, I know I can get Yevgeny because Yevgeny's in Darkmoor. I can just do a bunch of Darkmoor runs like I always do. Yevgeny's pretty easy to get. But people like Malistaire, like, I would never summon Malistaire to a battle. Like, I would never summon the Devourer in a battle to help somebody. Like, I would never summon in Grandfather Spider. I think these are just here for bragging rights. Like, same thing with Sir Gregor, Squire Gregor, even though these two are technically bugged. Renegade Druid, I'm never summoning in because 140,000 health boss is kind of over the top. Yes, this boss has 140,000 health. And I think that boss is kind of over the top. We got Prince Vigor, Felix, Agneta I got from Grizzleheim, and then Kree Kurdrite. But, I have all these minions, and it's like, I never summon them. A lot of people wonder, like, I don't summon them for other people. And that live stream last night kind of just reinforced my idea of, like, wow, I just kind of shredded through. And the thing was, the balance person wasn't even helping at all. I had to attack, I had to heal. That felt like a lot of pressure on me. I've come to this conclusion with some time whenever I play this game that I get really frustrated with people that have a lot of low gear. Like, I don't know. It's just like whenever I play with a Death Wizard, whenever I play with a Balance Wizard or an Ice Wizard, the main thing I see is that they have Jade Gear, they have the Life Mastery Amulet, and then they're spamming Pigsies. Now that to me is something, well, okay, well, why am I here as a Life Wizard? That just seems kind of counterintuitive. And then I also have the second part of what I don't like about playing with other people is gear wise. Like people will just slap on anything. Like, look, we can make the worst gear possible, and people will run with it. What do I have in here? Look, I'm gonna go with like Jade Hood. No, I'll go with the cowl. Look, I'll just go with my energy gear right here. Like Plate of the Living Dead. Like, I'll just go with this. Why not? And then I'll get some boots, just some random boots, and then just get like a crappy wand. Just get any wand, and then just get like this, and then just get this. Like people just put on anything and they'll just go in battle with it. Look, like look. This is a baby pet. Like look, people will go in with baby pets. Watch this. And then I'll just put in like I just put on like a decathlon deck, right? I wouldn't be surprised if people run with decathlon, right? And this is this is what I look like. Like what? This is a Halloween costume party. Like what is this? Oh man, I can't wait to see the stats. And look at this. Wait. Look, I got 28 life damage, I got 20 resist, 12% accuracy for life. I actually got some high critical. 343. Outgoing healing is 25, and like power pip is at 68%. Like, shadow pip rating is at 100. I don't know how that happened, but again, when it comes to stats, I'll look at somebody's stats, and it's either gonna be decent or it's gonna be something hard. Like, look at what even is this? Like, honestly, what is this gear set? But anyway, going on from that, I think I just had enough. Like, again, this is like my third time just giving up, but this is actually my third time giving up playing with other people. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but like, I just kind of had enough with the whole Jade the tank or the bad juju spamming, or even when you don't have a bad juju spamming. Like, even when we need it the most, we don't get the bad juju spam. So, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that frustrate me with players in general. And even if I have to attack and heal the team, then I might as well just play by myself. I really might as well just play by myself. And that's what that particular boss battle in that dungeon made me realize. I was like, wow. Like, this really kind of like opened my mind to actually solo play. And, you know, you can watch my previous videos. I used to chat on solo players a lot, you know, because I was like, oh, it's an MMORPG. You know, they advertise it as, you know, getting a squad of wizard, you know, getting 4 friends to play it with and stuff like that. You know, they advertise it in the battle rings, but I don't know. I feel like they kind of, I don't know, I feel like they kind of hiddenly type of made it so only like about the spirit classes can solo. Because think about it like this, life wizards, we have hits, and we also have the healing capabilities so we can heal ourselves. Death wizards have the drain ability, so whenever they need health, they can just do a Lulu or Scarecrow, and they can just regen their health. And then you also got myth wizards, which are very unique. They can summon up to 3 monstrology minions and just 3 minions in general. So I feel like for the spirit schools, I feel like that they can most likely do like, oh, I just feel like those are solo classes. Especially for me as a life wizard, I've had to do a lot of solo quests in the beginning, like especially for pet quests. You know, those are usually solo quests, but I feel like this kind of like that boss battle, like that particular moment where I lost all my minions, that kind of really opened up my eyes and just said, you know, maybe I should just play by myself. And, you know, that's what I'm going to do from now on. So when Caramel drops in Live Realm, I will not be playing with other people. I won't be doing any team ups. I will just not be partnering up with anybody. The only person I would play with is Nicole, which is my girlfriend. Like, I would only play with her, and she's a very good balance wizard. Like, we've helped each other out. Like, we've been playing for like 6 years now, I think. 6 to 5 years. I mean, it's been a very long time. Like, she's a good balance wizard. Like, look at this. 119 damage, 24 resist, pretty decent resist, you know, 626 critical. But I think the reason I really like playing with Nicole is just the fact how me and her like have this type of vibe going on. Like we have this vibe like, okay, she'll attack and I can also attack, right? And she also has heals and stuff like that, like availing hands just in case. But she's noticed that she's not a J tank, you know, she's actually attacking with Nested Fury. She's using a lot of damage attacks, you know, she's blading, she's using her Hex, you know, she's using like everything in the spell book. And oh, and guess she actually has reshuffles too. That's a cool thing about Balance Wizards, is that you could get a free training point for that. You can just learn reshuffles, but for some reason people don't know that reshuffle exists. I think that's another one of my gripes. People don't use reshuffle, so I either have to get 4 pips or 2 power pips if I have my life, my Balance Mastery Amulet. So if I have a Balance Mastery Amulet just to cast a reshuffle, I feel like at that point, it's just like that's just kind of intuitive. Like, why would I need to have a balance? Why would I have to have a balance amulet in the first place just to reshuffle people? If they had their own reshuffle, I could save my pips and actually focus on healing. Like, look, I'll go in with the whole stat thing again because people will wear anything like nowadays. Like, they will literally just slap on any gear that looks pretty or they think that looks nice, and at the end, stat-wise, it's absolutely garbage. And, like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really, I'm just really upset. Like, look, this one doesn't even give out damage, but people will probably go with it, right? We'll just slap on anything. Like, we'll just slap on the gear we just got, right? The Hallstorm Eureka hat, this is for Storm Wizards. I'm a Life Wizard, right? We'll just go with this. This is, like, from, like, the Briny Deep or something like that, the bundle I got. Look, this is, like, the Pandemonium boots, like... And then we got the Candy Wand. I look so silly. Actually, I'm kind of looking... I like the hat. I've always liked this hat. I think the hat's kind of tough. And I've always liked this robe. This robe's kind of cool. And then we'll look at the stat. Like, look, I got 58 storm damage as a life wizard. Like, I'm a life wizard, right? That doesn't make any sense. I got a little bit more resist. I got no accuracy for life, though. Again, critical is at 300 for storm. Maybe I should just be a Storm Wizard, honestly. Like, if I actually looked in my gear vault, I would probably find gear that would have more, like, Storm stats than real Storm Wizards. And all I would need was my Storm Mastery Amulet, which is in this house. Like, I could literally be a Storm Wizard. Like, I could literally just be a Storm Wizard if I wanted to. But it's just so counterintuitive because I'm a Life Wizard. And that doesn't make sense for me to be using a bunch of Storm Treasure cards to do that. Especially if you already have a Storm Wizard in the battle. So, for the most part, I'm probably just going to play by myself. You know, fun fact, I used to have a fun team. You know, this is Chris. Chris is Mr. Main Event. I play with him all the time on PlayStation. He doesn't play this game anymore. I can't even look at his gear. Like, it's all blank. He hasn't played this game in years. It's been years since he's played this game. But I used to quest with Chris. He was a very powerful fire wizard. And then I also used to play with Nicole. And like I said, we were called the Triple Threat Triad. We had this type of, like, vibe going on. We had this vibe that kind of made it so we can basically just do a trio for all the worlds. But I think just, like, after Mirage, I think Mirage was the last world that we actually played on, and then everybody kind of dipped. Like, it's mainly just me now. I'm mainly the more dedicated person for this game, but I don't know. You got Call of Duty coming out. You got Assassin's Creed coming out. That's soon. So, I don't know. And this game just doesn't have good player retention. I'll wrap up this video because I could go on and on, but I don't know. For Caramel, I'm just going to be solo questing. There's my music. There's the music in the background. When Caramel drops, though, I will be solo questing it. I pretty much solo quested the whole thing on Test Realm because, you know, not that many people play on Test Realm. People on different quests. It's really hard to find questing partners during a time. And honestly, playing with other people just kind of makes you waste time, especially if somebody just doesn't have the right gear. And for some reason, I saw some people on Test Realm that did not have the best gear, which, I don't know, it kind of interests me. Like, I'm fine if you have bad gear. But even Waterworks, like, even if you have on Waterworks, that would be better than whatever the trash gear that is shown. I don't know, man. It's just really frustrating, so. most likely I'll just be solo questing, and I'll try to do a walkthrough just by myself. Because I feel like with my monstrology minions, and I don't know, I just feel like with my monstrology minions, I have such a better time, honestly. Like, whenever I use my monstrology minions, oops, let me go back. Like, whenever I use my monstrology minions, I feel like I'm having so much more fun. I don't know if that's just because they're really powerful bosses that I can collect and they can help me in battle, or if they're just, I guess, better than real wizards. I don't know, man. It's just my main gripe about it. I mean, I'll probably make a part 2 about this video, but this is like my third time giving up, dude. I can't. I'm trying to really love this game. Like, I've been trying to, but, man, it's just a lot of stuff is hitting me hard, so hopefully we'll see what happens, but I'll just probably be solo questing. My name is Richard Unicorn Caller, and I will see you guys later, and peace out.